Hi everyone, it's Hazel and a new clip for the Shanghai Special has been released. It's apparently the first 3 minutes of the special and it's linked below in the description box, so go and watch it because I'm about to spoil the whole thing. So everyone in Marinette's class but her, Adrian, Chloe and Sabrina, and I guess Lila as well, are in the park by the bakery having a picnic, and Alia calls Marinette to ask where she is, and she tells her that Adrian isn't there. He is, in fact, on his way to Shanghai for the opening of one of his father's shops. Marinette, being Marinette, rushes back to the bakery to ask if she can go to Shanghai too, but under the guise of connecting with her uncle and Chinese roots, you know, as you do. Her parents get extremely excited and Tom rushes upstairs to show the money he's saved for this trip, but he realises if they all go, they'll have to shut the bakery, so Marinette has to go alone. Meanwhile, Adrian is on a private jet with Daddy Agreste, and of course the bodyguard is there pretending to be a fluffy cloud and a dolphin like he was in the New York Special. Gabriel excuses himself to attend to some business because this plane has an office in the back apparently, who would have guessed, and inside is this weird computer projection of Natalie. They talk to each other and she tells him that all of the conditions for an enchanted eclipse tomorrow have been met. Whatever that actually means. Gabriel then gives himself permanent retina damage and opens a briefcase. Inside is the bracelet we saw in the first Shanghai Special teaser that he inserts inside a wall. And according to the translation, this is called a prodigious, not a miraculous. Nuru makes a surprise appearance to tell him not to use it. The prodigiouses, if it's not the right way to say it, have been abandoned in favour of the miraculouses because the prodigiouses are too dangerous and were sealed away in a cave. Gabriel's like, yeah, that's why I'm gonna use it. He needs something more powerful to get Ladybug and Chat Noir's miraculouses and bring his wife back to life. But Nuru is like, no, do not do that. And honestly, Nuru, you do you. Keep the same energy for everything this man does. Like, look at that face. Now, the clip is pretty self-explanatory, and the only thing I feel like we can really talk about is, well, first of all, can I just point out that Natalie instead of front of the portrait of Emily while on the video call? If that's not symbolic, I don't know what is, like Gabe Nath forever, but anyway, more importantly, or is it more important than Gabe Nath? Yeah, probably. Okay, so she shows Gabriel this. At a glance, it's just like, okay, filler information, got it. But let's look at the screenshot in more detail. The bottom left shows China highlighted in red on a map. If you didn't know where it is, well, now you do, congratulations. And I'm assuming the other red square is where exactly in Shanghai they're heading for. In the top left shows something akin to a hologram of the interior of the cave that we saw Gabriel enter in the first teaser for the Shanghai Special, and it appears to go down very far. In the bottom right there appears to be some sort of cube with another shape inside, seemingly covered in symbols, but I'm not really sure what's going in there. However, in the top right, there is a more detailed drawing of the circular door within the cave that we saw in the first teaser, and then there is a photo from an old book, which is what I'm the most interested in. There are 5 people in different poses that have been drawn, and they seem to correspond to another smaller image next to it. It's very blurry since you have to zoom in to see them properly, but the smaller image on the far right appears to be a dragon, and the one above it a monkey. I can't really make out what the other ones are, but the fourth one definitely is an animal with wings. Since we know there's a dragon miraculous, I feel it's safe to assume that these other 4 correspond to 4 other miraculouses, but none of this really explains more about the prodigious. From Nuru and Gabriel's chat, it sounds like it will be very similar to a miraculous, but there really isn't much else to glean about it from this clip. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.